You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Sports. We've got more and more curtains being peeled back involving Jon Gruden right now and his firing. We've talked about it on this channel. I made a video yesterday. Hashtag justice for Chucky. Okay, I feel like Jon Gruden was wrongfully forced out of the NFL. And at least for a very long time, his connection with the NFL is over. Okay, they have stepped in. Cancel culture has stepped in and ripped this man's career away from him. My belief is unjustly. I don't feel like anybody should be canceled from something involving their career, involving whatever their livelihood is, provided we're not talking about something that is on a criminal level. And we're not. Okay, we were talking about some words, and I said it before, like Dave Chappelle, sticks and stones. Words are nothing. They are absolutely nothing. They're not actions. There's words, and I think there's been enough people that have come out. You're starting to get more and more people come out in defense of Jon. Okay, I just literally shot a video. You will probably have watched it before you get to this one. Bad Moon Rising came out and took up for his former coach, Tony Dungy. Took up for their his former colleague, Mike Tirico. Took up for his former colleague. And I think there will become more of a movement for Jon Gruden. Jon Gruden's name should be restored here. Okay? And it seems to me like I don't care what the NFL says. I believe he was a sacrificial lamb as they're trying to get us to buy the fact that there were no other things in emails. 650,000, and Jon Gruden just happens to be the only person, by the way, outside of the NFL's lead attorney, which the NFL has come out, and this is what really sparked this hashtag justice for Chucky. The fact that the lead attorney, the NFL, comes out and says, we don't think what he said is a big deal. Well, then why did you target Jon Gruden? It looks like you targeted Jon Gruden purposely, okay? And I've got a problem with that. I do. And I think a lot of us do. Jon Gruden is owed $40 million. He and the Raiders will work out a settlement. In the aftermath of the resignation of Raiders coach Jon Gruden, we outlined the various factors that relate to whether he'll receive further compensation under his supposed 10-year, $100 million deal. This is Florio. One possibility was a settlement of his ongoing claim to guaranteed pay. According to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, a settlement has not been reached, but a settlement is expected. Rappaport also reports that Gruden is owed roughly $40 million over the balance of his deal. This messes with the notion that the full $100 million wasn't guaranteed. Also, to the extent that the deal was, as we've heard, backloaded, that $40 million quite possibly falls far from the 100% of what was still due to make. Frankly, it's surprising that a deal wasn't worked out before Gruden walked away. I think this is very interesting. We will talk about this in a second. That one comment, frankly, it's surprising that deal wasn't worked out. The fact it didn't happen shows how quickly all of this happened. Moving forward, there are two important factors to consider. First, the commissioner resolves all grievances arising from coaching contracts. Second, the leaks of Gruden's emails to former Washington executive Bruce Allen fell short of Gruden's return to the Raiders as head coach. Allen remained on the job during the first 2 years of Gruden's tenure. If any troubling emails were sent from the Raiders.com domain, it would be much easier to prove that firing happened for cause. To the extent that Gruden and Davis parted ways with a loose understanding as to how things would be worked out, the sooner that becomes an enforceable contract, the better. The passage of time would make either side reconsider opting to roll the dice for a better deal than the one that was sealed with a handshake or knocking on wood. Okay, well, that tells you right there, okay, that one sentence, frankly, it's surprising a deal wasn't worked out. That tells you right there that, yeah, while publicly it says Gruden resigned, we all know Gruden was fired. Now, the other thing we know is Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders, is not happy that he had to fire Jon Gruden. When asked about this, he made it very clear. Go ask the freaking NFL what's going on. Go ask them. Because it was clear Mark Davis was prepared to weather the storm because he likes Jon Gruden. He thinks Jon Gruden is a valuable coach. Okay? So the fact that they said that one line right there tells you Jon Gruden didn't retire or didn't resign. I think we knew that. He resigned in public, fired in private. Again, I think the NFL's got a lot of explaining to do as to why this seems to be the only person that there was any issues with, and yet they're covering for their attorney on the side. I can't stand that. That is really, really hypocritical in all of this from the NFL. Yeah, we want Gruden gone, but our lead attorney can essentially say anything he wants to say, and we think that's okay. I'm starting to, I never thought I would say, I'm starting to feel like DeMaurice Smith on this, and the fact that the email should just go public. A lot of people in the comments talked about this, but hell, let them go public. Let it burn the NFL to the ground. Let's see. Look, Jon Gruden can't be the only person that had some kind of indiscretion out there. I just don't believe it. So, we'll find out. Generally, if a coach is fired, most owners, will pay for the rest of the contract. But in this case, I feel like they may have worked something out, Mark Davis and Jon Gruden. I don't see Gruden. I think he's too much of a stand-up guy. I think he'll say, you know what, I wasn't here for that time. You know, yeah, I do want you to pay me something because I'm being unjustly let go. But you get my point. There's also going to be an issue with perception. In other words, Jon Gruden ends up with $20 million. The media is going to have a field day with that. And they're going to come down on Mark Davis, too. Okay, so as an enabler, you're an enabler of racism. Whatever. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Hit subscribe. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.